On the Domino's postgame report, Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, your team has faced oodles of adversity this month.
You think so?
Both in terms of personnel and scheduling.
Yeah.
Down 2 starters today in Rendire and Luke Brennigan, and playing a 3rd consecutive road game in 6 days and a 5th out of 6 away from Holt over the last 14. Did that show up today?
Cav, I'll be honest with you. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow being a day off. I got to be honest. I'm looking forward to tomorrow being a day off. And I know our players are too. I just told them, guys, we need a day to get some R&R in and sort of clear our minds and let our bodies sort of recover. And then we'll get in here on Friday and start focusing in on our next opponent, Newberry. But you said it. I mean, we've had some things. Every team faces adversity, different kinds of adversity, and there's no question about it. When you Luke Brennigan is our Patrick Mahomes. He's our Josh Allen. He's our Tom Brady. And when he can't go, that other guys have got to step in that aren't as experienced, maybe aren't as comfortable in that role. And then Rendire, I mean, we're trying to figure out what's going on with him. Our training staff, our team doctor, Dr. McGraw, everybody's trying to help sort of identify what's going on with him. But he's a sick young man. Thoughts and prayers are with him, and we just want him to get healthy, and then we can talk about basketball later with him. But yeah, that's part of it. And despite all of that, I thought we came out here and competed and got some guys that don't maybe sometimes get as much action, got them some action, which I think is valuable. And, we got here frustrated by the outcome, but there were some things, and there always are, Cav. There's some things that we took from this in a positive light.
Really reminds me a lot of the game that you played here last year. I think if you say that, hey, you're going to hold the league's highest scoring team who averages 89 a night to 73, you're going to hold them below 45% shooting.
Yeah.
You're going to like what your defense is.
Very
but
much.
You were very prescient in your comments in the pregame interview. Said it was going to come down to what your offense did. And felt like tired legs at times tonight.
I'll be honest with you, Cav. I mean, I'm very confident in our ability to score the ball, okay, especially when we get good shots. And I thought, and the tape will bear this out, I thought we took and missed a lot of good shots. Now, you sat here and called the game. Maybe I'm seeing that wrong, but that's the way it seemed to me in real time, that we got a lot of good looks and they couldn't go down.
I thought 2 things happened today, and I'm the idiot radio announcer who probably shouldn't have an opinion. I thought you missed a lot of shots short tonight, showcasing the road weariness. And I don't know if I've said in and out no good as many times as I did tonight.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. I mean, from a field goal standpoint, from a free throw standpoint, a lot of ball bouncing around rim and then popping out. And those things happen, I told the boys, I was like, man, the objective of offense is to get good shots. That's really the objective. We got enough good shots and had some of those fallen at a higher clip, been more efficient. I think it could have been a little bit more interesting in terms of the scoreboard.
Let's take some positives from this one. Kind of mentioned some guys that hadn't been getting minutes because of where the rotation was. Caleb Bridgewater was sensational tonight from an effort and a hustle perspective. Career-high 13 points, 5 boards, 3 steals. What'd you see out of your backup small forward?
Big heart, man. That guy does things that lead to winning. You know this. When Wren was healthy and playing, he wasn't getting as much opportunity because of that's the circumstances, and Caleb knows that, and it's hard. It's hard when you're in his role and you're asked to turn it on like that on a moment's notice. But Bridge has got a lot of sweat equity and a lot of time invested here, and I trust him. And I trust him to do those things that a lot of the guys don't want him to do. A lot of guys don't want to do those nasty, filthy things he does. And he did them. And, well, I mean, that's I know, Kev. But it's
there's the quote. Thank you.
Yeah, I had to give you. You wanted one. I gave you one.
Yeah, you did.
But, yeah, he does them. And, I'm literally coming out here. He's bleeding. Literally, he's bleeding. There was sweat on his face. There were tears in his eyes. he left it all out there, man, and that's the kind of guy he is. And we got other guys that are like that, but he was on full display tonight in that regard.
Lincoln Memorial, very balanced scoring, but outside of Jordan Walters, who I think seven made field goals, 4 of his made baskets were dunks tonight. Outside of him, it felt like you impacted everybody else's efficiency. Guest, Rankin, and Dalling.
Well, a team like Lincoln Memorial has, you can't, as my good friend Dale Clayton always says, you can't catch every raindrop. Well, you can't. You got to decide what are you going to try to take away. And we knew what they want, what they prefer, is high volume 3, both in attempts and makes. And we want to try to impact that because they can do that in such a spurty kind of way that you're sitting there and you've got a 5-point game and all of a sudden it's a 21-point game before you know what's happened. And I thought we did impact the 3 ball quite a bit. But by doing that, you get exposed more at the rim. And going into half, they had quite a few backdoor layup kind of scenarios that occurred. They don't post it up and throw it in like we do necessarily, but they have a lot of motion, a lot of movement, a lot of activity. They exposed us on. We made an adjustment at half and cut that point production in half, but they still got some, that's that. If there's one big takeaway, I told the team one big takeaway for us, we've got to make sure that we go into every game with a plan, but we've got to be able to adjust in real time, whether it's media to media, or whether it's, at the half. We've got to be able to adjust, and that adjustment has to be then consistent for the remainder of the game. And that really is the biggest takeaway for tonight for our team at this point.
All right. You alluded to it earlier. Rest day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Newberry loses on the road at Queens today. What do you have to do to get ready for a Wolves team that's 8-2 over its last 10 and as hot as anybody in this conference?
Well, it's really about us. I mean, we need to get rested. Hopefully, Luke will be back with us. Boy, it'd be really nice if Ren would be too, just so we could be full strength. But if not, we take what we have. I like the team we have. I'm confident in the team we have. So it's going to be about us determining our defensive scheme, us finding confidence, which I know we have, offensively speaking, and then going about doing the job on Saturday. There's no magic to it. It's just a matter of identifying what the job needs to be and then us doing it at a high enough level.
All right, Chuck. Pleasure as always. We'll talk to you Saturday against the Wolves.
Great. Thanks, Kev.
That is Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson.